Hi everyone, here is Marco Aros and this is video or YouTube podcast with various accent imitation.
So this was a British accent, and there is one American accent for notification of you. I am blind, and I don't know how to stream the new video. So for new information, please contact me. And this is just for listening everything now in this podcast.
Yes, and there is one Egyptian English which is used by Arabic people. Various Arab people use this kind of English, specifically in the Egypt. For example, if you are in the Hurghada, this kinds of this accent. And a very interesting accent is the Russian accent. This accent is a little bit very favored to me with those very favorable accents. But I would like to warning you that I am not very well in some accents, so please notice me.
Hi everyone, here is Korean English accent. In the Korea, people speak like this. So people in Korea are very proud to his nation. Okay, here is one Japanese English accent, very typical for people if you are in the college or would like to buy something. You will go to Japan. You are very welcome in country.
Yeah, and this is very typical for German people. For example, you are in Germany, specifically in Berlin or Munich. And München or Munich, there is, or in for Germany, sometimes there is this kind of accent. Now, and we have a very interesting accent. For example, this accent is used in the French. Some people speak this if are not very well in English language. And some people, for example, from Belgium, can speak, for example, like this with this kind of accent. But in the France, people are not very well to speak English. Muy bien. Now I would like to try to imitate the Spanish accent. Spanish accent is used, for example, in various countries. For example, in Latin America or in Spain. The people can speak like this. I know this is not maybe very well accent, but it is sometimes very good to try to imitate this accent. Okay, here is another accent from Turkey. If you, for example, talk with various people, for example, from Istanbul, will speak like this, and this is typical for those people to speak in this accent. Namaskar. Here is very great to come to India. In India, sometimes people use this kind of accent or this kind of accent. I know this is maybe not very well to imitating. It depends on religion or region. But mainly on the region. For example, if you are in the Tamil Nadu, people use this kind of English. And now, this is typical accent of my country or in Slovakia. For example, if some very oldest people can speak in English language without any basic knowledge of English language, it sounds like this. This is sometimes very strange English, but this English is used, for example, not just in Slovakia, but also in Czech Republic, in Prague. What we got next? Okay, I know how to imitate the English language. Very typical for Italian is speak like this, in this English formation. I am very proud to be in Italy, in Rome specifically. So, grazie a tutti, I'm very happy to speak in this kind of English. Wagwan, or
Hi everyone, here is Marcoros when he speak in the little bit mixing English with the Jamaican Creole and some black influence. With the can you meet with some black people can sometimes speak like this. This is sometimes very great to listen this kind of accent. It not depend also on what other people are. It depend also where you are. For example, if you are in Jamaica, can little bit speak different. But you, for example, if you are in the Trinidad, some similarities are exist, but there's their own differentiation. Or Rastamans can speak also, and Rastaman can also use this English, and a little bit it is used also in the Black Africa. For example, in Nigeria and Ghana and various countries. Also, some people, for example, from Black Africans from those countries which are spoken the French language try to learn English. It sounds like this also. So here it is, my brief imitation of various kinds of English. This is not for insulting some people, but I would like to only imitating these kinds of English which I know. So this is for somebody, for some people maybe interesting, for somebody no. But some things of these Englishes are very typical, which I try to imitate now. So thank you for listening.